Introducing the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls.
Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Kobe Bryant is out there with Derrick Rose, and it's Robinson in at the center. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Both free throws good from Irving.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Rose, the pass to Malone. Here's Bird. Pass to Rose. Here's Bird. He's guarded by Irving. Bryant outside from the arc. And it's Irving with a rebound. The Bulls on offense. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's McGrady, covered by Bryant. McGrady, shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Rose. Bryant, right side, fires it from 18. Here's Robinson. Chicago with a rebound. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Irving. That one no good. For Memphis, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Pass to Malone. Here's Bird. They set the pick. Releases. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Irving. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Rose against Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Chicago.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's Malone. That shot, no good. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Going inside. Pass to Embiid. Lets it fly. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. And that's the work of an assertive offensive player.
Rose against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Bryant outside. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Chicago trailing here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Malone. And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Bird. He's guarded by Irving. Pass to Robinson. Shoots over Embiid. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Down low. The ball's knocked loose. Robinson with a steal. Bryant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Robinson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the evening.
David Robinson at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Robinson. Wade, he's checked in for Chicago. So he gets them both. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
At the line for the Grizzlies, David Robinson, taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Robinson. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
And he can't hit the second. Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. And Embiid throws it down.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Bryant, the pass to Malone. Back to Bryant. Tipped. Here's Wade, covered by Bryant. Gilgeous-Alexander against Rose. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Timeout called. Memphis.
Make the noise, fans, for the one and only Chicago Bulls.
So both teams changing it up here. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Inside, Malone. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Embiid. Elbow shot on the way. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Embiid's got 6.
Yeah, the big man Embiid just capable of sticking it from these in-between spots.
Pass to Malone. And he lobs it up.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Here's Wade, yet to see a basket. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one doesn't drop. Memphis leading by 4. Here's Baylor. Off with the layup. On the wing, Wade, covered by Johnson. Wade misses. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for Memphis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
Pass to Weber. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. Here's Wade. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
The line for 2, Dwayne Wade.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Bulls trail by 6. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Wade, guarded by Rose. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jokic. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Rose. Chicago with a rebound.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Jokic. Tries yet again. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
From deep, Rose. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Memphis ahead, up by 4. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Lewis in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Wade, covered by Johnson. Here's Turkoglu. And he lays it up and in. Turkoglu's got his first 2 points of the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Bryant outside. Back to Johnson. Here's Malone. From the high post. Deflected. And a fast break now for the Bulls. And he's going for the oop here. Bryant outside. The wide open shot is on the money. Bryant's got 5 points in the quarter. The Bulls trail by 7. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Wade. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Malone, pass to Johnson. Now here's Bryant. Defense right on him. Rejected by Jokic.
Yeah, timely swat attempt by Jokic. Nothing you can do about that as the shooter.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Ladies and gentlemen, your full youth team.
Chicago making a switch here. Irving's checked in. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Here's Wade, covered by Johnson. To the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Into the lane. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Robinson against Jokic. Pass to Wade. Jokic with a screen on Johnson. Here's Wade. What a terrific move that is.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And here's Bryant outside. Counted from distance. Bryant's got 11.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Wade misses. Grizzlies lead by 10. Pass to Johnson. Here's Malone. And here's Bryant outside. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. And the Bulls making a change here.
Number 1, Tracy McGrady.
And so Jokic will bring it up for the Bulls. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Fades away. Memphis with a rebound. Malone's got 7 rebounds in the game. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Wade. He's perfect from the line this time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Bryant outside. Screen by Robinson. And again, Memphis no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Irving. McGrady the pass to Jokic. Jokic muscles it down.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Here's Bird. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Bird's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Number 5, Chris Webber.
And Chicago has possession. A 12-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all three levels.
Basket counts. And the Grizzlies lead by 12. The Bulls have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to McGrady. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. And it's Jokic missing. Grizzlies lead by 12. Outside Johnson. Pass to Malone. Bryant outside. From downtown. Weber pulls it in.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. And the Grizzlies call time here. Inside, here's Rose. Bryant outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. The Bulls trail by 12. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. Here's McGrady. Irving looking around. Here's Weber. He's scoreless. Clock at 4. The Bulls need to get off a shot. And they're running. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Pass to McGrady. Outside Irving. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Bryant outside. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Memphis shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Free throw good. Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Bulls trail by 14. To the middle. SGA explodes to the rim.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Malone, pass to Bryant, and he lobs it up to the rim. And the jam by George.
And look at George going off on the defense, putting them to shame with the alley-oop jam.
Here's McGrady, covered by Bryant. McGrady, shot is off. Grizzlies lead by 14. Pass to Rose, over Gilgeous-Alexander. Rose can't connect. For Chicago, they've gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in this second quarter. Outside Irving, outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the screen. Over Rose. Can't nail the jumper. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 14. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Grizzlies 42.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. On the court for the Grizzlies. Derrick Rose is out there with Kobe Bryant. And it's Robinson in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Memphis leading by 14. Rose outside. It's stolen away. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Memphis shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Bird passes to Robinson. And it's Chicago with a board. Here's McGrady. Irving, a screen on Robinson. Here's McGrady. Here's Embiid. Embiid elevates.
The control and focus from Embiid, able to absorb hits from the defense and still finish.
Rose, the pass to Malone. And he's going for the lob. Embiid with a steal. Down low. Here's Garnett. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one's on Rose.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
And he sinks the second. Memphis leading by 9. 90 seconds into the second half now. The offensive rebound. Robinson. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Robinson's got 9.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Embiid misses. The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Here's Rose. Pass to Robinson. Back to Rose. There's a screen. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Embiid with a steal. And a fast break now for the Bulls. SGA with the big finish on the fast break.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string. And we see him do this time and time again.
And here's Bryant outside. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to McGrady. Fires from deep. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. McGrady's gotten his second bucket on the night. And the Grizzlies call time here.
Let's hear it for you.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Bryant with it. They set a pick. There's the triple. Nails it from 3. Bryant's got 20 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
On the wing, Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander against Rose. Embiid, a screen on Rose. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Here's McGrady, guarded by Rose. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Charity stripe shot. He's off on that one. Grizzlies lead by 6. Rose outside. Great D that time from Irving. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Irving, a screen on Bryant. From behind the arc. They get it back. Garnett misses the baby hook. The Grizzlies have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Robinson can't hit. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Over Rose. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Right side, Irving. Pass to Garnett. Here's McGrady, covered by Bryant. Now Embiid. Irving with it. 4 on the clock. Here's McGrady. Here's Embiid. Oh, a vicious move by Embiid.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Timeout called. Memphis. Wade, he's checked in for Chicago. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Here's Rose. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Joel Embiid.
And if you're the defense, you can't let Rose run all over you because you will be forced to foul.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Pass to Wade. They set the pick. The 3. Paul George pulls it in. Memphis leading by 6. Rose with it. Outside Johnson. He takes it in. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Robinson. Takes a 3.
David Robinson. First personal foul. First team foul.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wade. Over Johnson. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
2 minutes.
And he lobs it up top. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Robinson. Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Rose. Money from 17 feet out. Rose has got 8.
A shooter of Rose's skill is just automatic. I mean, he's ready to strike at a moment's notice.
Pass to Embiid. They get the rebound. Good work defensively by Robinson. Memphis leading by 8. Outside Johnson. And 1-0 1:01 left in the third quarter. Fades and shoots. Rebound by the Bulls. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bulls.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Johnson. Here's Malone. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. The Bulls making a switch here. Irving's checked in.
2 shots.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Bulls trail by 6. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. 2 points. That one goes. Wade's got 9.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Rose outside. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 to shoot from 6 feet away. Doesn't go that time. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Irving in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Johnson. Third personal foul. First team
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
No good on the second free throw. Grizzlies lead by 3. Here's Rose. Here's Bird. There's the screen by Johnson. From the wing, over Irving. The shot by Johnson, no good. And the Bulls shooting only 39% so far in the game. Irving, a screen on Bryant. Back to Jokic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Head coach, a 3-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
And everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing with him.
Yes, it's good.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Here's Wade, covered by Bryant. Wade, the pass to Jokic. Five to shoot. No match for the Joker.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Now here's Bryant. Screen by Robinson. Outside Johnson. Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession.
Shooting for Memphis.
The first one falls.
At the line for two.
Both good from the line that time. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's Wade, covered by Bryant. High arcing shot. Wade misses. Memphis leading by 3. And it's Bird missing. Here's McGrady. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's the break. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And when they need it most, they show us some clutch play on both ends of the floor.
Pass to Malone. Takes it inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Wade. There's a screen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First one falls for him. The Bulls making a switch here.
Dwayne Wade.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Tipped. And now the Bulls in transition. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14. To the inside. Pass to Bird. This one for 3. And here's Bryant outside. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Bird, that's good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Bird with a rebound. Grizzlies lead by 3. Johnson passes to Bryant. Outside Robinson. Pass to Bird. Back to Robinson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Outside Irving. Here's Garnett. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Bryant, and that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points here in the second half. Pass to Malone. There's the screen by Johnson. Bryant outside. Lets the 3 fly, and another 3 for Memphis.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
And Allie, thank you for that.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
Gilgeous-Alexander taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Robinson finds Bryant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
4th personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies.
Free throw good. Bryant. Derrick Rose, he's checked in for Memphis. And both free throws good for Bryant.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Bryant, no good.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And that finally gets them back to even.
It took a while, but they've chipped away, and now it's anyone's game.
Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bryant inside. And he banks in the layup. Bryant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Taking it straight to the rim, going for the high percentage shot when it matters the most.
Well, when it's this close, you want to put your best scorers in a position to succeed. That's exactly what happened.
Rose against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to McGrady. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball.
Oh, come on. You cannot let that happen in this situation.
A minute and a half left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Bryant. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
4th personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for Chicago. Kevin Garnett. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, no doubt about those free throws coming up big in the clutch.
Right wing. Here's Rose. He can't get that one to fall. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. He connects!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
There's 53 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Bryant, and he sinks it. And tie game! Huge basket right there. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Chicago. With the teardrop. And it's in.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the 4th. Here's Bryant, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. He can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for 2, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Take a break.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a three-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the three and try to force OT.
Timeout, Grizzlies. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Bryant. And he buries it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one. And so here is Chicago. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he's able to hit the second one. And that'll put him up 2. 16 seconds left in the final quarter. Bryant outside. And then Bryant with the dunk. And we are tied.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, at the buzzer! He got it off in time!
That is an incredible shot.
Unbelievable shot. I have no idea how he gets that to fall.
So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Joel, in the past, you've certainly had your critics, and you have not run from them.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Alongside